Hello, Rand here. Hopefully in today's video we're going to be wiring up the wife's office here with all the switches and outlets we need in here. So for outlets, here we go. We got the Leviton Plus here, just the regular 15 amp tamper resistant. That is required by code, by the way, tamper resistant outlets. We're going to be putting all those in. Also for our light switches, Evan, we got a mixture here. We got the Kasa Smart dimmer switches. That's probably going to be going on all of these lights up here. We also have a motion one here, hopefully if we're in the crawl space up there. And then let's see, what else do we got here? I'm not sure. Oh, I think that's just the cover plate for the one that's already on here. Covers for the outlets, of course. Some Wago push-in connectors. Oh, and then, of course, can't forget this one. We got the dead face GFCI for the outdoor outlets. That's going to hopefully go up there. Again, I have the GFCI in the house. You have one instead of out on the outlets because the outlet is also up on the eave there, and I don't want to have a GFCI up there. You got to kind of like reach up there and try to reach that. Just, yeah, no. So we're going to go with that, and that will give us a GFCI protection. So anyway, let's start wiring them. I figure I'm going to start with the outlets here first, then we'll move on to the switches. And by the way, the wife's already started moving some of her stuff back in here. She's got her desk back in here, chair, of course. She actually stole that from my office. Anyway, and then also a bookcase here. We also got this ladder, which decorative / functional ladder there, hopefully for actually getting up in the crawl space. Got a plant there. That reminds me, I think there's actually an outlet back there. We're going to have to move that so we can actually get to that outlet. Also put a hook up in the ceiling there, so he's got a plant hanging up there. So not a lot of stuff in here yet, Evan, but once we get the electrical done, we still need to do the trim yet, by the way. And I think I mentioned this in the last video, work on the office, Evan. I'm probably going to wait just a little bit on that. I want to finish up the front rooms first, and hopefully we can paint all the trim at once. Then that way I won't have to get the paint gun out once or twice maybe, instead of get the paint gun out, do a room, get the paint gun out. It hopefully makes sense, right, Evan? Anyway, let's start wiring. Okay, we're just going to pick an outlet and start with it here. Most of these have 2 wires in them, except for the last one, which I think is up in the crawl space, if I remember correctly here. We'll probably need to shorten these wires up here just a little bit. They are probably just a little bit long. I tend to like to cut them long, so you got extra wire. I hate working with short wires on them. That is just no fun, right? So all right, let's get the outlet installed. everyone, we got 3 outlets done here so far, and now we're on to this fun one. Oh yes, Evan. And I say fun one because it's a shallow box, but then it has more space for wires back in behind here. So I'm thinking I'm probably, well, I don't know, what's the best way to do this, Evan? Tuck the wires behind there and keep doing it the way I'm doing it, or should we do some pigtails out to the outlet? That's a good question, Evan. Good question. I think there's like 5 more outlets to go here, by the way. And I think this is the only one, because yeah, I didn't put one in this wall one. So it's just this one here. That's the only one that is like this. And by the way, the reason for that one is the 2x4 wall here is laid on side as opposed to deep, right? So shallow box in there. Okay, when all the outlets have been wired up here at this point, there's one behind there as well that's hiding. A couple more back here, the one there, the one that's back behind the bookcase here, and the one that is up in the crawl space oven. They've all been wired here at this point. The only one that technically has not been done as far as outlets go, what used to be the old air conditioning outlet right there. One, I don't have an outlet. I'm going to been moved to my office. And, well, I'm not sure if we're going to use the air conditioning in here or not, so we'll see what's happening. For now, I might just throw a blank plate over that. For now, we're going to be moving on to the switches, though. So we got a switch here for outside lights, switch here for outside outlets, and let's see what's, oh, yeah, the switch here for the closet lights. Well, it's not a closet anymore. It's just an open area one. Switch up there for, well, technically a motion switch for the light inside there. And then, of course, the switch there for the lights that are in the main room here, right? At the moment, I just have all the lights just tied into this switch. So when you turn this switch on and off, it just turns all the lights off. And then, of course, all the lights back on. And 4 switches, by the way, we're going to be installing the Kasa Smart switches. We got 3 different types of switches here. We got the dimmer switches, which is what I'll probably be installing in, again, I'm just going to call it the closet. There it used to be the old closet. The main room here. And then I'm thinking I might put one for the outside lights as well. The outside lights I have are dimmable. I don't know, I'm not sure if I'd ever use that feature or not, but it is an option. So, you know what, we'll throw a dimmer switch on it. Plus, I got quite a few of the dimmer switches here. And then for inside the crawl space, I've got a motion. This is also a Kasa Smart switch. I have not tried one of the motion ones yet, so I'm kind of curious to see what that's going to involve. But yeah, we're going to get that hooked up in there. The fun part here, these are shallow boxes. I sure hope they fit. I don't know, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. These are some pretty deep switches here. So, and the part I'm worried about too is the wires come out of the back of the switches. So not only are they deep switches, the wires also come out the back. So I don't know, we're going to see once, We'll see once. Hopefully they fit. Okay, I'm going to start with the outside lights here for starters. This, by the way, is the wire I nicked with the router when doing the drywall. It's on the end. Ain't going to matter. Plus, we didn't actually get into the wires, so... Oh, and it's 14 gauge wire, but so much easier to work with than the old 12 gauge stuff I've been working with on the outlets. That one, a lot easier. Yeah, that should be enough. Got these all the same length here. I should really invest in one of those 90-degree angle cutters. And you can get nice tight strip in the back here. Come on. Okay, next up, everyone, we have the switch for the outside outlets, and this is just going to be a plain switch, well, a smart switch. We cannot put a dimmer switch on outlets, everyone, so this is going to be just switch on and off. And we shouldn't have to strip these back very far. I think they're all going into straight connectors here. All 12 gauge wire here as well, by the way. I thought I was done working with the 12 gauge wire. I guess not. Okay, first thing first, everyone, we need a GFCI on here. So everything is GFCI protected. Let's see, that needs to go on this side. Okay, and then from the GFCI button, we're going to go from the GFCI to switch, and we need, okay, I guess when it says that, it just says line and load. It doesn't differentiate which one's line, which one's load, so I guess you just pick one. We'll take the first one here. It is going to be our line in. And I also need the neutral connected here as well. However, the neutral also needs to be connected to those, so I'm going to need another wire in there for that one, everyone. And then these three blacks need to go together. All the ground wires. Plus I need to get a ground wire from this side as well. So I'm going to need a little piece of wire here. Ah, perfect. Yeah, got laying right down there. Okay, so that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ground wires. Oh boy. Wango connectors, I want to tell you, they make this easy. Although, might have to trim that off and get that in there. Got a little hook on it. By the way, when you put these wires in the Wango connectors, you're probably not going to get them back out. So once they're in, you make sure that's where you want it, everyone. Just something to keep in mind. And let's see, we're going to need a 4-way for the neutrals, and then a 3-way for the hots. Let's see, do I need white wire? Yes, I do, although I don't want to use that one. That should be long enough. There's an older wire here, but the older wire is much thicker than the newer wire. Probably better wire maybe, but it's much harder to work with, so no thank you. Okay, we just finished installing the light switch here for what I'm going to call the closet lights. That one is all set, and I didn't have any problems getting that switch in there, by the way. I thought as shallow as that box was, I might have some issues with it, but nope, fit just fine. So I'm hopeful this motion switch will fit up in this box, just fine, this same type of box, Evan, so hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. We're going to get that installed here next. Nice and easy to install, plus I like how nice and clean the look is there. Screwless plates. Okay, now we need to finish up the final light switch there, then we can turn these all back on. Okay, we just finished wiring up the last switch here and turning the power back on. Looks like all the lights are back on and all the new switches. Double check here. Yep, that one's flashing. Let's see once here. That one's flashing. This is outlets for the outside again, by the way. That one's flashing. And this should be a new one in here, right? Yep, that one is flashing as well. They're flashing, I think it's supposed to be orange and green, red, green, whatever it is, that one. So anyway, now we need to go through and set all of these switches up. Let's get started on that, and that should be relatively simple, hopefully. Okay, let's start by adding a new switch here. I want a new device, and smart switches I'm assuming here. And then this is the motion. Is there more than one motion activated? Motion activated switch. Activated dimmer. Oh, they do have a motion activated dimmer. Maybe I should have looked into getting that one, but I didn't realize they had one of those. We have, I believe it's just the regular one here. Yep, we're ready to go. It's orange and green. And let's see once here. Connect to your smart switch. Okay, this is going to be the fun part of it because there's going to be more than one, at least I'm assuming anyway. Let's see what's our settings. Wi-Fi. Because we got, let's see what's our dimmer. Switch. Smart switch, smart switch. Okay, it's probably one of those two. Which one is it, though? Oh, there's another dimmer on there. Okay, I was going to say, it seems like there should be four of them. There is. Connecting to smart switch. Connect to our Wi-Fi. What? It was in there. What? Come on now. Okay. Okay, that took a hot minute, but finally we're connected here. We're going. I just finished naming it, by the way. And sounds good. And it should be here. Yep. And then if I turn this off. Okay, nothing turned off. I hear something clicking. Okay, but I can hear it clicking. I just can't tell if it's this one or the one that's in the crawl space here, so... Oh yeah, definitely that one. So we got the wrong one there, but just got to rename it. That shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, we're going to try this again, see if we get the smart switch here and the motion activated switch. See if we can actually get that this time. So, yep, we're ready to go. Orange and green. And let's go connect here. Now, there should only be one left here. Well, one switch left here at this point, I should say. So we should be looking at the smart switch there, I'm assuming. Normally it pops up and tells you to go back to the app. It's not doing that. There we go. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Now it's connected. Let's actually name this one here then. Yeah, switch, that's sure. Sounds good. Oh, update. Okay, yeah, we'll update. The other switch didn't actually give me that option. Okay, we'll wait for this to update here a minute. Okay, done with the update. Let's see what's here. Make an office crawl space. Let's see if it works this time here now. Nope, come on now. Longer thumb. Got it. Nope, maybe not. Can't quite get it. There we go, man. Got it. Okay. There we go. Oh, that just took a second. Okay, there we go. Back on. And I think there's some options we can do with this then as well here, if I understood it correctly. Let's get back in here a minute. Settings. I'm kind of curious what kind of settings we got in here. Manual off buffer, motion sensor. Sensitivity for our range. More sensitive. We could probably do mid-range, because it's just a small area. Ambient light sensor. Oh, okay, that's cool. And motion is detected. Well, I don't think we need to do anything with that per se. Dark closet after oven. Anyway, I'm going to get the rest of these light switches set up here, man. I've done that a couple of times here already, so I don't think there's any sense going through the rest of this. Oh, actually. Huh. No idea. Might have to go through this. Kind of interesting. I haven't seen what's actually through here. So cloudy, overcast, dust done. Okay, wow, cool. Looks like you can definitely do some stuff, which I don't think I want that on, so we're going to... Yeah, I think we're going to turn that off, everyone. Okay, when I was working on editing the video for this and realized I forgot to record an outro, so here we go. I wanted to go through the room real quick here, just show you folks what we put in here. So starting on the wall, here we have the switch for the lights, the main lights in the room here. So just a Kasa Smart dimmer switch here. I do like this. They got the slow fade on off time. So it fades on quick, everyone. Boom, they're on. And then, of course, we got the dimmer controls here as well. And at least with these particular lights, I mean, you can dim them right down to... Not sure how much light they would actually output if it was actually dark in here. It's probably not much. And then, of course, all the way bright up on these... Again, I don't know if the camera does this justice, but they are quite bright. So turn this down to about, I don't know, probably 60, 75% there. Seems like a pretty good number. So that's the main switch, that one. Coming around to the next switch here, we got the switch for the outside lights. This is also a Kasa Smart dimmer switch because the lights outside are dimmable. Don't know if you'd ever necessarily use that feature of them, but it does have that. And there are 4 lights outside. There's 2 in this corner, and then there's 2 in that corner up there on the outside. If I remember, I'm going to grab a picture of that just so you folks can see that. Moving on to the next switch here, we got the switch for the outside outlets. This is just a switch. And then we also have the dead face GFCI there as well. That gives GFCI to both those outlets. There's one up in the soffit. That's why I wanted to use the dead face, by the way, because it's up in the soffit. You don't want no GFCI up there, right? And then there's an outlet on the outside, basically on the opposite side of that, plugged there on the outside wall. Next we have the Kasa Smart dimmer switch for the closet lights here. Same type of thing. Oh, those are not even all the way bright either. It's still quite bright in here. I don't know if you can tell them, but yes, the lights are mismatched in color. I need to pull those down and set the color on those. These lights are color selectable, by the way. Was it 5,000, 4,000, 3? I forget what the exact selectable is on them again, but yeah, you can select from the 5 different colors depending on what you want. Most of the lights come that way nowadays. And then, oh, I guess it detected me. There we go. We got the Kasa Smart motion switch in this room here, everyone. And apparently you can do a whole bunch more with this than I even knew about the ambient light sensor and stuff like that. We're just on-off motion, everyone. So that's what that is doing. So anyway, with that, I think we're going to wrap this video up here. You folks have any comments or questions about this, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone, and till next time.